Hello everyone, the 316 here with a popcorn bucket review. That's right, I have the Galactus popcorn bucket. I'm really excited about this. If you saw my Fantastic Four Marvel Legends reviews, you'll know that I've already taken a short look at this, but I wanted to do a more in-depth video about the popcorn bucket itself. It comes in 3 pieces here. It does come with a user guide here. It shows you how to put it together. It also shows you how to do the electronics. Pretty simple stuff, but before I put in this final ear, I wanted to show you just what it looks like, just to give you an idea here. And mine had some burr holes, and it had some extra plastic in them, so I was able to fish those out, as well as just lightly sand down the earpiece. But all you gotta do, you see there's 2 little tabs here, and then there's 2 holes in the top and the bottom section. Once this is in, it ain't coming out. It's just so you know. So I'm gonna do that off camera real quick. Alright, now it's fully put together. It just snaps in place. You might have to use a little bit of force on it, but once it's in there. And I don't think you can really get a good idea on the scale of this thing, so I wanted to use this in my normal review setup. And this thing is massive. Look at this thing. Isn't this crazy? Like here's my hand. Like, look at that thing. Crazy. Like I said, but assembly wise, you saw just briefly, it's just the 2 ears, and there's a pull tab on the bottom for the batteries. I will say, when I did get this, it came with 3 plastic bags, a big one for Galactus's head, and then 2 for each ear. And then over here you got some bubble wrap that it came in as well. Back to Galactus now, and I just want you to take a nice look at just the size of this thing. Like the purple and the black paint coming in here, just giving it some shadow. I did notice towards the back here, it's kind of hard to see, but there is some what looks to be paint chipping, but if anything, I actually think that it's a positive rather than a negative. It makes it look more interesting from the back, but I don't think that's supposed to be chipped like that. But if you notice, this thing is almost completely asymmetrical. You know, you got some weird looking texture over here, and then you got lines going downward, but not downward on this side. It's just really interesting. And here's the neck piece. This is all of the pinkish metallic color. It's not purple, but there's no texture on it. Then there's like a little divot there. You get a bit of a base there that's more in the silver color, but just really nice detailing all around on this thing. Just give you an idea on how that looks. He's also missing a portion of his head here. There was no additional piece. That's just how it is. From the Galactus artwork I've seen, he doesn't look anything like this. Perhaps they're still working on the final design before the movie came out, and this is why we got this. On the bottom here, you can see, you know, Fantastic Four, only in theaters. You can also see my bed in the background with the red sheet on it, but the battery compartment's over here. This is just a square. There's literally nothing about it. It's just a square. And then you got the makers of this place, Golden Link USA. And apparently this is hand wash safe, but not dishwasher safe. Not sure. I guess this means it can be eaten out of. This is hand wash safe. Can't put it in the dishwasher, microwave, or freeze it. And you got a batch number down there. So interesting to note. Oh, it also has feet here, just 2 on the back, and then it rests on the front here. So if you do want to keep the paint intact, I would put like something like a rubber piece there, just so that the paint doesn't get too messed up. But this thing's heavy too. It's very big. Again, it holds over like 300 ounces. Like, it's like the Death Star trench run. Like, it just goes on and on. Like, my whole arm is in this thing. It's ridiculous. Ugh. But I think now is the time to do before size comparisons. The LEDs. These things are bright. It might be hard to capture on camera, but you see the glow from that. This thing is bright as hell. Like, I don't keep it on for very long because of how bright this thing is. But, you know, really well done with the lights on this, the scale, the size. I'm not putting any popcorn in here, but I bought mine from Cinemark, and I got a free XL popcorn bucket with it. And then that had a refill in it. But you can get this from what I've seen, pretty much any, store. Not store. What am I thinking of? movie theater. I saw Regal, AMC, Cinemark. I'm sure there's another one out there, but I just can't think of it right now. But it's size comparison time, so let's go ahead and get my ruler out here. I hope it's big enough to get the approximate scale of this thing. So my ruler is taller. It's almost 18 inches there. It's just like a few notches shy of that 18 inches. And then same thing with the ear here. The ear here is about the same height as the top of that. And then width-wise, I'm going from this point to this point. Width-wise, you're looking at, I'd say about 19. It's not quite 19, but it's almost there. And then let me put him down, and then actually I should stick it the other way in. It's about 14 inches. It's about a 14-inch hole there. So on the website, this thing said it could hold over 300 ounces. I would not put any liquid in here because of two reasons. There are electronics, and I'm gonna have to use my black light here, but you can see that little red piece there that's shining bright. That is a wire, so don't put any liquid in here. Not to mention, you can see where the ears come in here from those tabs, and those are holes, so I don't recommend that. Also, if you notice at the very bottom here, there's two holes. So again, would not put any liquid of any kind in here, butter or otherwise. Unbuttered popcorn. Let's see, what else could you put in there? Trail mix. Trail mix would be fine. Maybe a bag of Doritos. You could probably fit a whole bag of Doritos in here. Maybe two. But anyway, size comparison time. I'm going to do this a little bit differently, but I'm going to start off with the usuals. And here are my usuals, and they're completely dwarfed, as you can see. Even that Bionicle I have there, Takanuva, he's the closest thing height-wise I have action figure-wise. Like, here's Titan Takanuva. Like, even he is dwarfed by the Galactus popcorn bucket. Crazy, right? So there's an idea of an action figure scale-wise. Now, while I've already shown off the Marvel Legends Fantastic Four First Steps figures, I'm going to do it again. So we got Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman. I'm surprised they never called her Mrs. Fantastic. Here's Johnny. Here's Johnny. And of course, lastly, we got Ben. Ben Grimm the Thing. There you go. And then, action figure-wise again, I have the Lego Galactus, or Lego Lactus, as I like to call him. And he is also dwarfed by that popcorn bucket. Pretty insane, huh? But yeah, it's nice to have some Fantastic Four First Steps merchandise. I'm very excited for this movie. I'm seeing it on opening day. But let's see, what else size comparison wise could I do? Let's get these guys out of the way. I honestly don't know where I'm going to put this popcorn bucket. It's very easy to hit this by accident. It doesn't require too much force. Like, I can just lightly tap it. But oh, I also wanted to show off the detailing on the face here. It's kind of a very grayish skin tone rather than flesh, and he has a lot of like line work on him. Quite interesting. But here's a Star Wars Force Awakens Cinemark cup. This thing, I think this holds like 20 ounces, 30 ounces. Trying to see. Man, this thing's a decade old. Man, it really has been a decade since that movie came out, huh? Anyway, I have here a Cable Guy's Batman. Give you an idea. He holds controllers and, TV remotes and stuff, but you get the idea. Speaking of action figures, here's a McFarlane box, dwarfed. Like, it comes up to the top of his head there, almost perfectly in scale. Alright, what else do I have laying around here? I want one more thing to do a size comparison with. Might as well get my Xbox controller. It's about the size of his face. Imagine having like a Galactus controller, that'd be cool. But yeah, I think that covers the Galactus popcorn bucket. Are you guys going to get this? Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe, and hit the bell. It all helps out the channel. And as always, peace.